What's up, guys? Today we're talking about the best console settings to have in Rainbow Six Siege on console, Xbox or PlayStation. So we're gonna go through everything and talk about how to get basically your settings all right. And the new lean is out, so we're gonna be talking all about how the new lean works on console. So let's go first to our display. So field of view, FOV, one of the most important things. Most people are going to have 83 or 84 on PC when you're running 1610 or 4:3, but console's stuck at 16:9 aspect ratio, so a lot of people will run 90. I personally run 83 because I run 83 on, PC, and I've been running 83 for a while on console. And mix up your FOV. I mean, here, you guys can see the difference right now. So, like, let's say I look right here. Look at the corners of my screen right now. So, boom. I'm going to go to display 90. You're gonna be able to see more, but things that are like right in front of me are going to appear farther away. All right, and then let's go all the way down to 60. So your field of view is only going to be 60 degrees. Things are going to be a lot closer, but you're not going to be able to see your peripherals very well. So I personally like 83 because 83, 84 has always been my kind of go-to. Gives you a lot of peripheral, but, keeps things a little bit closer. So, I like it a lot. All right, so that's display. Now, let's go to the lean behaviors. So, let's talk about drones. Advanced drones, advanced. Obviously, you run both those on advanced. So, what that does for drones is, you don't automatically get on your camera. You have to activate it. You can use that to bait a lot of people. It's pretty nice to have that on. Always, always, always have that on. Now, leaning behavior is set to default, which is just, lean while aiming, leaving aim, cancel the lean. That's kind of what it's always been. Console finally got alternate lean. You're going to be able to lean when you aim in, and when you exit the aim, you're still going to be leaning. Gives you a lot more options on console. This is kind of nice. It is a little annoying having to, let's say I want to lean right really quickly. I'm not going to be able to do that while I have to aim and do that. It's not too big of a concern because most of the time you're kind of walking in a general direction like this. One thing to realize is when you aim in and let's say you're trying to lean to your right while you're already leaning to your right, you're going to lean straight back. It is going to be something that is going to take a little getting used to, but I don't really see that being a massive issue once you get the hang of it. All right. Now, sensitivity. So there's been a lot of talk on what good sensitivities are. Most of the time, when we're talking about console sensitivity, you're going to be talking about lower vertical over your horizontal. I have 70 horizontal and 55 vert. I like this because I'm not overly fast, so I'm able to... this is one thing I like to do on Coastline, because there's pillars here. You want to be able to flick moderately accurately between these targets like this. If you feel like you're going way over and have to pull it back, your sense might be too fast, try lowering it. And if you feel like you're going under and you have to really drag it more than you think you would, your sense might not be fast enough. If you feel like you're moderately accurate, your sense is going to be mostly fine. Console, with a controller, is obviously going to be a little bit more harder than using a mouse, but that's what we got. All right, now let's go to the ADS sensitivities. So I have 5 dead zone, 5 dead zone. Then controller sensitivities for ADS. Well, I have everything set extremely low because when I'm on console, when I aim in, it's hard to shoot because I am mostly a PC player. But when I am on console, I don't do bad on console. I'm pretty all right. But you definitely want to be able to actually control your gun, especially on console. When you're in a firefight, so I definitely think that having lower magnifications, optics like this is definitely good. 83 is 1:1. I don't want my ADS speed to be very fast when I'm ADS. I want to be able to control it, which I need to. So I hear all the time people on console talking about, how do I control recoil? Well, let's talk about that for a second. How do you control recoil? Honestly, console doesn't have that much recoil. It's about following your target while you're recoiling, which is the hard part. That's why I have mine set to low, so it's a little bit easier for me to do that because I can do full finger swipes while I'm in a gunfight if I'm following somebody around. So That's personally what I rock. All right. Now, let's talk about some of this advanced stuff, which is really daunting. I mean, look at all these things. Like, looks like you're doing, like, geometry or something. So, let's start here. I have that enabled. Look, acceleration. So, as you move, it'll go faster as you turn. Think of this as, like, advanced pointer precision, or, like, you know... Honestly, these should always be 0. I think that these are extremely bad. Because you're not going to build up that memory of, like, I need to go this far to aim there. As you turn it more, it's going to scale up faster. So, yeah, it's going to scale it up faster. Same thing here. This is for, you know, the acceleration delay. How long it takes for your acceleration to actually start. Well, I see now it's starting then. Then goes then. Which I don't suggest really having these on. This to me seems like a mistake. Yeah, so I have my one thing that was brought up. I have my dead zones on my triggers set to 10. I personally like 10, or you can leave it on 0. Basically, barely any input on your trigger is going to activate it. At 10%, it requires past 10% like input. And honestly, that I would probably leave it 5. Sometimes I'm hosting games and I'll accidentally press R2, like when I set my controller down. A little annoying. 10%, I definitely don't recommend. I'd probably do 5 or down. Honestly, probably 0 if you really want to be a stickler about it. Go to this horizontal look acceleration, because I actually do have these on. When aiming down sights, stick used for camera input is at maximum. Pause for quicker turns. So basically it'll allow you to ADS slightly faster if I'm like doing something like this. So like if I'm having to flick like from here to way over there, it does make it slightly faster. Yes, that will be tough for keeping your precision up, but on console, I'm not really worried about the precision when I'm looking from here. Let's say over here, I just want it to go faster. I want my sense to be fairly low so I'm able to aim my gun. Like here, it's like my sense is pretty low, but as I scan farther, it's a little bit faster like that. And you can increase that by increasing those inputs down here. I like what I have it at. ADS, you know, horizontal, here's the vertical. I have it set this way because, you know, it is what it is. ADS, acceleration delay, how long it takes for that acceleration to actually kick in. I have it set to 0.25 seconds. No, I mean, oh, sorry, 0.2 seconds. It isn't super fast, but like I said, 0.2 seconds is like me scanning from like here to there. And it does take getting used to because it is not a fluent thing, but when I'm like, you know, ADS'd in, looking around, I want to be able to move around quickly. In fact, I might even just raise that. Not going to do right now, though. That can be fairly good. And ADS acceleration ramp up time, how long it takes to, you know, actually ramp up to the max, which I have it set to maximum, so it's not really doing it that much. It's only like if I'm doing something like this, like all the way around. Even that, like, is still like, you know, we'll probably tweak that a little bit. But let's talk about, at the end, let's talk about how to find your perfect sensitivity really quick. Dibna, I appreciate the raid. Sorry, I'm in the middle of filming a video. Appreciate you. You'll go. All right, so again, I have 70, 55. Just find your sense, like we said, just go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. And if you feel like you're going over and need to come back, lower your sense. If you're going too, like, if you feel like you have to really drag it way too far, your sense is probably too slow. There's no perfect sense, like there's no perfect shoe size. Everyone is different, so don't listen to anybody when they say, oh, trust me, run this sense, it's the best. No one's the same. Everyone's going to need a different sensitivity to play well. So find the sense that works for you. This is just a really quick and easy way to practice finding your sense, and then see how you feel. And I strongly suggest when you do change your sensitivity, only by changing it by about 5 to 10 at a time. Because if you go too far, your gameplay is going to be a little bit scuffed. So let's see 100 for me from 70. Like, I could get used to this, but I'm definitely not nearly as accurate as before, as you can see. And change it by 5, you're not going to notice it nearly as much. All right, that's it. Yeah, because I've gotten used to that. So with the new lean feature added in console, I definitely see that being a really good thing. It is going to take some getting used to. Like, you know, let's say like I'm about to do this, I'm about to lean in, and I accidentally right click, I'm going to just be not leaning anymore. It's going to take some time to get used to doing that. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because most of the time you're going to be peeking a door like this. You know? And when you sprint, it cancels it out anyways. Right there, I did it again. Yeah. Let me know if this video helped you guys out. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and leave a like down below for more. Peace out. Until next time.